Not looking so bad.
Dear God, my eyes.
Bagley!
Zip up, get to work, and let's never talk about this again.
Auto drive is not available.
Christ. Albion's taking this place over like a fucking parasite.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatised goon squad, just take your business across the street.
Didn't think I could feel bad for the English police, but fucking hell.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spider-Bot will be further in. There we go. I think you just made a new friend. If Albion wanted to lock them up, they must be dangerous. And dangerous we can use.
Yes. Bagley, is this our Spider-Bot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of Spider-Bot from the Tone bombing site.
Can you ID the last user?
Navigate the Spider-Bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
On it.
Your friend's just been taken into Albion custody. So long as you don't cock up that badly, you'll be my favourite operative today.
So it's on me then. All right.
Run a trace.
Oh, right. That wasn't so hard. What's next?
Is someone tampering with security? I'm putting it. Stop! It won't.
Bagley, is this our spider bot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of spider bot from the Tone bombing site.
Can you ID the last user?
Navigate the spider bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
I'm on it.
It's not related.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. Right, get comfy. This spider-bot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. Library? Fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
They couldn't be trusted to do their jobs. Suddenly some corporation could clean up our streets better than the same police force we've had for who knows how long. When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. Now, we've had a business, right? But don't tell me Albion has our best interests at heart. Stop that.
If the police could handle their job, Albion wouldn't be necessary. But they can't. The tone bombing is a perfect example. A bunch of lazy, overpaid cops with a at the wheel. Well, they're not as real anymore, are they?
Almost there. Make your way through this last vent part.
Got it.
Scanning Spybot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Fine.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
A secret location? None of this makes sense. We better go check it out.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
Now to find a way in.
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the spider bot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
It's remote. Good place to fly under the radar.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
I wonder if there's more like this.
Still alive!
course, the process itself. That 1066 was not bad,
Well, tiddle me bollocks. It's like a wee little cop station here. What's it doing, I wonder?
Well, if Albion was stopping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
Sure, I'm with you. But what were they working on that would lead them to the town bombing?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book. Going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
This is all starting to come together. I knew Albion were grade A cunts, but working with Clan Kelly gives them something to hide.
It seems like Zero Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
They're taking people off the streets. 0 day or not, we have to do something.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Well, looks like I can hold me on with all you DedSec resistance fighters after all.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
Right, guess I'll take that as a compliment, Bagley.
Don't worry about Bagsy. You get used to his side commentary. Mad job, cuz.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. Allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Shit. Well, good news it is. Deportees aren't leaving the UK. They just chuck them into the EPC and then they look the other way.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside. So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
So let's find our guy and get out fast. If they work out Angel's DedSec before we find them, the nicest thing they'll do is kill him.
Code 3. Closest units proceed to alarm location.
All persons on the premises must at all times carry valid identification and be prepared to present it to Albion personnel upon demand.
Got Bagley summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
Just keep me off their actual system, yeah? Christ knows I don't need any extra attention.
No worries, I'll spoof. Well, come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London.
What's going on here?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
This is a fucking abomination. Nobody should be treated this way, let alone somebody whose only sin is being unlucky enough to be born in the wrong place.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Well, that checks out. Mary Kelly has her reeking tentacles choking out half the boroughs in the city.
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic.
persons on the premises must at all times carry valid identification and be prepared to present it to Albion personnel upon demand.
There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
Right, let's spread out and look.
You can't win!
Don't see anyone. No room for error here. Nothing in the vicinity. Better keep looking. Moving. Let's keep our eyes peeled.
Shit! Fucking... What the hell?
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labeled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the dams? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favour of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Ah, shoot it, Bagley.
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Nicely done.
All persons on the premises must at all times carry valid identification and be prepared to present it to Albion personnel upon demand. Instructions from Albion personnel is a crime. All citizens are required to give Albion personnel their complete cooperation.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? I know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just let me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck! What was that?
That's some kind of implant. We need a closer look.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
Ah, so they put something in his neck. Maybe a tracker? A biometric monitor?
No, these are more sophisticated. I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Stay on him. He may have gotten away.
Fucker! Get it! Before he triggers!
Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
Come on, lad, you can do this.
Fucked up! We don't have a match yet, she's gonna kill us! No, it's fine. As long as it's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
What the fuck was that? That must have been the implant they stuck him with.
I think it's been triggered. I know Mary Kelly's trouble, but it's possible Angel's alive.
We need to find him. See what they did to him. And what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.
Surrender!
Check the surroundings.
I know you're here somewhere. Area's clear. Continuing the search. Fucker could be anywhere.
Oh, you cunt. Fuck's sake.
Elsewhere.
Think the suspect gave us a slip. Call it in.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
You look about as sick of this shit as I am.
You DedSec? I got proposition if you are DedSec. I need you to help me get revenge on a very bad man.
We're not hired guns if that's what you're after.
It's okay. I do not like killing. I was car thief. I was boosting a very fancy supercar. It did not go well. My boss, he took the car and left me to die. Clearly I survived. But I can't stand to see that bastard with his car. I want you to take it. You help me, and I will help you. It's partners. Like buddy movie.
This will be fun. You look about as sick of this shit as I am.
Are you with DedSec? I know some shit you might want to know too.
I'm listening.
I was fucking sacked weeks ago. Me and my team. Somehow our bosses were able to replace all 300 of us.
Jesus, that's awful.
Nah, I'm all good, I guess. But I got bare suspicions about this whole thing. We're all qualified professionals, right? Who the fuck did they find to replace all of us like we're nothing?
So you want DedSec to look into your replacement then?
Exactly! Do me a solid, and I'll repay you sometime.
London, one of the busiest cities on the planet. 9 million people, 3 million cars, and all that means is gridlock. But with Parcel Fox's new drone collect and delivery service, your next delivery is just one click away. Whatever you want, whenever you want, wherever.
Auto drive now enabled.
Parcel Fox.
Auto drive now disabled.
This is where the Kellys took Angel. Jesus Christ, the poor fucker.
Now, keep your chin up. We'll find him. There's a camera network that might have caught where they took him.
Quiet! There's something there. Total cock.
Let's hurry and access that network, shall we?
What the hell?
Good spot for some art. Looks good. I hate how much I love doing that.
Man, just listen. What? What's going on, mate? Oh my god. Oh my god. Bloody hell, man. You won't believe what I'm seeing. Fuck. What? They're burning corpses. Human bodies. This place was...
I've gone over the captured footage. I was able to follow Mr. Lopez down to the cellar, but then I ran out of cameras. Not a problem you often have in London.
That's the move then.
oh my, deadbolt trumps technology. The door is sealed, but this rubbish chute might do. It either leads to the cellar or your grisly death. Or both, I suppose.
Grand. Just grand.
All right, then. Come on out. I'm not gonna cut you. Get over here, will you? Thanks for the distraction. Gave me the second I needed to take care of this filth.
Jesus, you alright? He was about to carve you up like a Sunday roast.
He was. I'm fine. I just need a second to catch my breath and find my files.
Hold on. You're Caitlin Lau. Police Inspector Caitlin Lau, right? We found your video logs. You went after Bloody Mary all by yourself. Very impressive.
It wasn't always on my own. Who the hell are... You're dead sick, aren't you? You tracked me to the slaughterhouse.
I wish you could say we did. A friend of ours disappeared from the EPC. The trail led here. To this abomination. I was saying some dark shit, but this...
Then I'm sorry. I don't think there's much hope for finding him alive. The Kellys have got a sick little operation going. A kind of human organ black market. I've been investigating them for months. And they got my fucking files. God, I feel like shit.
You should rest. Tell you what, we can get you somewhere safe. Short term, no strings. In the meantime, I'll find Angel in your files. They sound important.
Everything I've gathered on Mary Kelly. Almost enough to take her down.
Grant. After all this, DedSec will be having a closer look at Mary fucking Kelly. Could use all the help we can get.
All right, an operative is on their way to escort Inspector Lau. So, let's find Angel and Inspector Lau's files.
I'll wait for your guy in here. And...
There's no doubt about it. This whole operation is meant to harvest organs. Clan Kelly's chopping off the parts they want and burning the leftovers.
Well, I'll go out on a limb and guess that none of these people volunteered to be donors.
Oh, fucking shit. Fuck you, hell, man. I'm never having problems.
done. You got the files. The inspector will be impressed. Now, let's find Angel before one of us loses their lunch.
Fuck me. Look at these poor bastards. Can't tell one from the other. Bagley, any ideas?
Take a picture and I can run key details past various databases. Negative.
Fuck. There ain't no way we're letting the Kellys keep this up, yeah? Mary Kelly goes down for everyone she chopped up.
Again, not Angel. She thought it through. Those microchips are probably filled with some sort of toxin that induces paralysis and asphyxiation. Intubation would prolong life until surgeons get round to them.
So it keeps the organs fresh by killing them slow. Fucking animals.
Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
Shit. Angel. He knew the risks. I did too, but... never thought DedSec would get caught up in this. Mary Kelly is preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Now get out of here before someone decides to turn you into minced meat. Chop chop.
No kidding.
DedSec? Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now. Or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau has been escorted to a nearby refuge and is getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
I didn't think working with the feds was part of the DedSec lifestyle. But we gotta stop this Kelly twat, so we gotta do whatever it takes.
Exactly. You have an organization, I have information, and some backing from powerful people. Pool our resources, and we might just take her down. Mary Kelly's no petty criminal.
Bagley, I can't just decide what to do with these files in the field. Let's get everyone together.
I'll sync with Inspector Lau and prepare a briefing. What's the point of risking your neck out there if you don't get any credit? For it. Haste-ups let the people of London know that DedSec is back, and the increased visibility might even encourage some of them to donate to the cause. Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map.
Jesus Christ, what is that thing?
Overrating it. Overrating it. You're overrating it. Yeah, like blah. Overrating it. Overrating it. You're overrating it. Yeah.
What? Your crew think they murked us. Nah, bruv, made them think that on purpose. Burst through the universe, dropping illmatic verses, the one chief chirper. Red, blue collar workers, silver shadows, an army surplus. We be the Viking berserkers who swim.
Will you relax a second? They can't. Everyone trying to test me? Will you relax a second?
At your location. Received. Responding to the situation now.
They passed through the checkpoint. Over.
No sign of the target. Over. Received. We're going to ram the target. All units, we are after the suspect. Suspect crossed the checkpoint. Immobilizing the suspect. Be advised, we are on the trail.
Responsibility to keep the streets of London.
As we expected, a full-blown Clan Kelly operation. Looks like they're detaining undocumented immigrants on site for some reason. Suggest you rescue whoever's being held here and then contact our friend.
I'm on it.
Control, put out an APW. Target is gone.
There they are. Careful. Clan Kelly might be willing to kill them rather than let them escape. Right, get her out. There. Once we're clear of the area, you can report on what we found.
I'm with DedSec. I'm afraid Clan Kelly's been pulling the wool over your eyes. You work for them.
No, you got it wrong. I'm working with human rights activists. Their methods may be a little iffy sometimes, but they're legit.
That's a dirty little lie. They fooled you into helping them traffic human beings.
My God, how could I be so dim? I thought I was making a difference. All I want to do is help people, you know? But I was just throwing them to the wolves.
You know, DedSec's looking for fighters, and you seem to have some fight in you. How... about letting it out?
Sounds like a blast. I'm in.
Security through care.
Tough, brave, stupid. Any two of those qualify you to join. Some of us are all three.
Yeah, this is gonna be real. Let's do it.
Very nice.
Our friend sent us the location of the car. Passing it on to you now.
This looks fun.
Possible suspects reporting near your location. Move into the hostiles' location. Control, we're in pursuit. Over.
Anyone have visual? Anyone?
Returning to HQ. Search terminated.
The car should be on site here. Try to get it out in one piece.
On it.
This is a highly placed Albion informant, or as they're called in America, a narc. And if there's one thing I know about the people of London, it's that they always like to see a rat get its comeuppance. Good on you.
Cool. Cheers.
That will be the Shivering Willy compensator there.
Got the ride. What now?
A beautiful thing. Drive it into the river.
You serious?
You thought they wanted to keep the car? Ha! I quit that life. It's trash now. Dump it. nothing alone.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto. Drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Search. I have this one.
Hello? What you doing?
Ever thought about joining the resistance? It's a high you'll never come down from. Trust me.
Shit, are you saying you're dead sick? I could really use your help.
We're ready for anything. What have you got?
I'm like 99% sure that I was poisoned by Albion. I worked in one of their warehouses for a while until I lost my voice, and then my hearing, and then my sight.
That's really awful.
I complained to the police, and they promised they'd investigate. But I just found out they've closed the case. Insufficient evidence. It's sufficient evidence of them having dicks for brains. That, or they didn't even investigate.
Yeah, Albion's got the government in their pocket. But don't worry, we'll look into it.
Since taking over after the town bombings, Albion has been...
Granted.
In just 3 short years, London has seen 15% of its workforce made redundant, and another 20% are expected to be added in the next 5 years, as artificial intelligence advances on nearly every sector of the economy. Tonight on GBB, we examine how the new age of automation is affecting the lives of Londoners who have lost, or are about to lose, their livelihoods.
I've heard from Inspector Lau. We're ready for the briefing.
I don't know who they're coming for next, but people gonna have to watch out. Yeah, man, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Mary Kelly heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelly, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Stopkovich, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. Oh, give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking. The Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kellys' headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelly to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you couldn't lock her up. And she goes on treating humans like cattle.
I had to work within the system. Yes, it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how bad it was.
I just can't handle this right now.
Just calm down. Watch yourself. Yeah, but this was different. It was all about the pocketbooks.
Why does this
Great talk. Hey, just stay calm. It's a harder trick. That's what I thought. But no, same thing happened at the next show.
All citizens are required to present their optics to Albion personnel.
Security here is state-of-the-art, quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
What the? She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors.
Jesus Christ, that thing's mental. Think that thing's malfunctioning.
Go, Spidey, go!
Please, I need help.
Fucking idiot. Do you piss everyone off the way you're pissing me off, you wanker? Stupid git.
That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her. Just look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelly family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mind fucker.
Oh, wow. Still, you didn't get implanted with a microchip. She knew better than to even try and make you her slave.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
You're in. Let's find the thing. Getting close.
You're just in time. Got someone all lined up.
Are you watching at home? Online? On the street? Are you here live to feel the heat, the sweat, the blood? Wherever you are, this is the most exciting thing you'll see all day. Now that's entertainment. A massive blow to our fighter. Both of our fighters are tired, trying to conserve energy. Oh my God! What absolutely disgusting!
We gonna dance or are we gonna fight?
Fucking hell! Seriously! No one will be able to get up from that. Taste the tension in here. Our fighters are ready, are you? Well, you'd better be. Beds are closed and we're ready to roll. Fucking wild! Oh my God! A solid hit! That's the shit we like to see. Am I right, people? An unbelievable blow! permanent in there. That's a hit! One for the record books! Oh, now that's what I'm talking about. Solid strike from a solid fighter. We're back at it again, folks. The only game in town worth your time. Society's crumbling, institutions fumbling. Come and see a couple of fighters take it out on each other. Oh shit! Could that be the win right now? Whoa, that didn't look like it fucking hurt! Oh, they're gonna feel that hit in the morning if they wake up.
Your teammate is en route to hospital, where they'll be for the foreseeable future.
Shit! I knew this would happen. Come on, let's finish this.
Right, let's find her what's-its then. Getting close.
No one cares.
Looking for some action, eh? In you go. Place your bets, fight lovers. Here they come. Purveyors of violence and mayhem. They're poised, they're ready, they're wild and unsteady. Get on your feet, let them hear it. Almost knocked their teeth right out.
You could beat me.
Did you all see that monster hit on the stream? Fucking hell! Just like a proper live highlight reel. Oh my god! What absolutely disgusting! I want to hear that energy, folks. I want to hear the love and the hate. Get hype. The fighters step into the limelight. Take a look at those faces. Place your bets and strap the fuck in. Now that's entertainment. One massive blow to our fighter. And that's a hit. One for the record books.
I imagine...
Whoa, that hit looked like it fucking hurt. Oh, yes, knockdown. That was a lovely knockdown. Oh, I can taste the tension in here. Our fighters are ready, are you? Well, you better be. Bits are closed and we're ready to run. Just like a proper live highlight reel. Fucking wild blow, oh my God! Almost knocked their teeth right out. A solid hit! That's the shit we like to see, am I right, people, or what? Well, that's what happens when you're shit. Give it up for the real embodiments of chaos itself. Actual faction. Start spamming that chat. These two don't give a monkeys about the rules, and neither do we. All right then, let's go. They're getting murdered in there.
Hope you're ready to bleed.
This isn't the time for a break.
Wait, come here and show me what you got.
Did you all see that monster hit on the screen? Fucking hell!
Hope you're ready to bleed.
Unbelievable blow! Don't know how anyone will come back from that.
Come here and show me what you got.
Oh, they're gonna feel that hit in the morning.
Well, this will be a nice easy warm-up.
Oh, now that's what I'm
This will
talking
be a
about.
nice easy warm-up.
Solid strike from a solid fight.
Time to pick up where your teammate left off. I'm sure they'll thank you once they stop eating through a tube.
Fuck! All right, we better be finding whoever's responsible.
Right, let's find out what it's then.
Can't we have a civilized discussion? I don't really feel that talking right now. Please, I promise.
Getting close.
Place your bets, fight lovers. Here they come. Purveyors of violence and mayhem. They're poised, they're ready, they're wild and unsteady. Get on your feet and let them in. They're getting murdered in there. Oh, they're gonna feel that hit in the morning if they wake up. Fucking wild blow, oh my God. Did you all see that monster hit on the screen? Fucking hell! Just like a proper live highlight reel. I want to hear that energy, folks. I want to hear the love and the hate. Get hype. The fighters step into the limelight. Take a look at those faces. Place your bets and strap the fuck in. Oh shit! Could that mean a win right now? And that's a hit! One for the whoa, that hit like fucking hurt! Oh, now that's what I'm talking about. Solid strike from a solid foe. And then down! Did you see all that on the live stream? Good. Are you watching at home? Online? On the street? Are you here live to feel the heat, the sweat, the blood? Wherever you are, this is the most exciting thing you'll see all day. An unbelievable blow. Don't know how anyone will come back from that. Almost knocked their teeth right out. Now that's entertainment. And what a massive blow to our fighter. A solid hit! That's the shit we like to see. Am I right, people, or what? Oh, shit! And that's a solid blow. Oh, shit! What an absolutely disgusting blow. Thought you'd see hell? Well, think again. Two fighters that will never fail to blow us all out of the water. They say two heads are better than one. Well, how about four fists? Big mistake.
Hope you're ready to bleed.
Oh my God! What absolutely disgusting!
Oi, come here and show me what you've got.
A solid hit! That's the shit we like to see. Am I right, people? Oh shit! And that's a solid blow down.
Well, this will be a nice, easy warm-up.
Did you all see that monster hit on the stream? Fuck!
Time to pick up where your teammate left off. I'm sure they'll thank you once they stop eating through a tube.
Eat, fam. Let's finish their job then, yeah?
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
The Clan Kelly doctor you're looking for is close by. And he's got a highly secure laptop with him too. That should contain the whereabouts of the drug shipment. There's the laptop.
What was that? Hang on a sec. Shit in hell.
Shit's getting wonky. I'll find whoever hit the alarm. That's it. Nothing going on here.
Want to fucking die?
laptop scraped. Get to safety while I analyze the data.
I'm a fucking natural at this.
I found them a warehouse where the experimental drugs are being stored. I'm sure Mary Kelly won't mind if you nick a few.
I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area, over.
Received. Stand by for further developments. Control, I can't see the suspect. Please advise.
Right, I'm putting a stop to this. Units fall back. Over.
I'm detecting a vehicle nearby with at least 2 years' worth of treatments inside. That's more than enough to wean our contact's friend off the treatment.
Got it.
the vehicle with the drugs in it. Try not to destroy it.
Suspect reported in your area. Potentially armed and hostile.
Moving inbound to hostile.
In pursuit. I repeat, we are in pursuit.
Civilian is armed. Approach with caution.
Heading to last known position.
Got the ride, now what?
I found a safe location where our friend can pick it up. Sending you the coordinates now.
What's happening?
Target is now fleeing on foot. Stand by.
Time to pick up where your teammate left off. I'm sure they'll thank you once they stop eating through a tube.
Christ. Promise me, if I'm ever hurt and won't wake up, you'll end it.
We have reports of a hostile in your area. Over.
Control, we've received the call, over.
Suspect has exited the vehicle. Over.
I'm with you.
Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted, sweeping area.
their tail. Over.
Get there soon, buddy. Send an ambulance to my location.
Can we get paramedics to this RTA? Over. Control, I've lost sight of the target. Over.
Yep. Gonna have nightmares tonight.
Go clear in here.
Control. Let's put out an APW. We're getting nowhere here.
Control to all units. Possible hostiles near your location.
Approaching with caution. Over.
Control, we're pursuing the suspect.
All units, force this suspect to stop. Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect? Over.
Get lost.
Control, we're returning to HQ. Over.
Forgive me for saying, but you look like the kind of lunatic who wants to change things.
You're saying you're with DedSec? I could use the help.
We might be able to help. What's the situation?
I was helping out an undocumented immigrant who's now been held by Albion for deportation.
Just so happens that busting people out of Albion holding is my favourite hobby. I'll handle it.
Without the proper papers, it'll only be a matter of time before they get picked up again. We need a passport, and although Clan Kelly are scum, they do have the best forgeries.
Okay, we'll handle it.
Thanks. I think we can both benefit from helping each other.
Could you give me a hand here, Bagley?
Clan Kelly routinely moves their passport forgeries around the city. There should be a shipment in one of their delivery cars. I've also found the Albion facility where our prospect's undocumented friend is being detained.
Grand.
Control to all units, possible hostiles near your location.
Responding to the call. Over.
Where did they go? Shit.
That's it. I'm calling off the pursuit.
We're in luck. There's a crate of forged biometric passports in the boot of a delivery vehicle on the premises. That's the vehicle you're looking for there.
Area is clear. Gonna keep looking for what's set off the detector.
Still here.
Stop it!
I'll blow your fucking head off. Oh, come on then. Fucking dick. Trying to kill some more people. I'm reloading. Shit! I'm being shot.
Possible hostile at your location.
Moving to the hostiles' location. Over. Confirmed suspect has a gun. Over. Control, we are up.
Right. Your teammate won't be completing their operation so much as they'll be needing one.
Well, swear down. Who have I got to fuck up?
That's an alarm. Search the area. Come on, spread out and search.
Yeah, I've got my eyes on an Albion guard. You think any of them are like actually good people? Like, what are the odds?
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London.
Auto drive
Pretty
now
much my favourite
disabled.
topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every office.
Auto drive now enabled.
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of
Auto drive
blends
now
into the
disabled.
background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every optic device
using the optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your optic from
Auto
the
drive
Central
now
Command
enabled.
Center, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back at all the service AIs that used to exist, they just can't compete. When you ask Bagley anything, there's a quick answer and loads of information available to you. One day, I let Bagley answer all of my messages for a whole 24 hours and no one even noticed the difference.
The other competitors really just couldn't compete with Bagley. Their answers were so much worse, they didn't understand anything, and Bagley pretty much gets everything right first time. Do you have any idea why Bagley really beat all the competition?
Well, it's really the data, isn't it? Ever since Broker hooked up with Bloom, that's when things changed.
And really, that's not actually that great. Bloom has data on everybody. They collect information about everything you're doing across the web through your optic headset. Isn't the AI only good because of Bloom surveillance?
Well, I suppose so, but I prefer not to talk about that side of things. Bagley is so special because it's been trained on this huge cache of information. That's how these AI systems work, or at least used to work. I mean, we don't really know that much about the latest version because there's so much secrecy around the tech. But they're given this huge amount of training data. It's basically a huge database that's used to teach the AI about patterns in behaviour. You know, so if you always travel the same way to your house, it can predict when you're going to go and get a self-driving car ready for you before you even ask for it.
That's pretty terrifying. In some ways, I don't want this data to drive my life. It understands too much at times. Have you heard some of the rumours around the hacked version of Bagley?
I've heard mutterings, yes.
I've heard it's been used by DedSec.
I wouldn't put it past them. It's pretty well known that they're not fans of Bloom. But the idea of a souped-up version of Bagley, given it's already so intelligent, is a bit terrifying.
I wonder what they can actually make it do. Device. Whether you're using the optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your optic from Bloom's Central Command Center, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back at all the service AIs that used to exist, they just can't compete. When you ask Bagley anything, there's a quick answer and loads of information available to you. One day, I let Bagley answer all of my messages for a whole 24 hours and no one even noticed the difference.
The other competitors really just couldn't compete with Bagley. Their answers were so much worse.
Auto drive
they didn't
now
understand
disabled.
anything, and Bagley pretty much gets everything right first time. Do you have any idea why Bagley really beat all the competition?
Well, it's really the data, isn't it? Ever since Broker hooked up with Bloom, that's when things changed.
Auto drive
And
now
really,
enabled.
that's not actually that great. Bloom has data on everybody. They collect information about everything you're doing across the web. through
Auto
your
drive
optic
now
headset.
disabled.
Isn't it? AI only good because of Bloom surveillance?
Well, I suppose so, but I prefer not to talk about that side of things. Bagley is so special because it's been trained on the huge cache of information. That's how these AI systems work.
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Understood, Control. Awaiting further instruction. Over.
I saw one of those street artists getting...
Any sign of the target? Anyone?
Control, add suspect to the most wanted list. Over.
Completely losing control is the best way to handle the situation. What is going on? I'm not gonna let my blood boil over this situation. Can you believe this shit? Wow, surprised you left the house like that.
You think the politicians want to fix
that's got us.
Inhale, exhale. Just. And it seems bad now, but it will be alright.
Fucking rubbish.
It's cool. No need to get
You want
worked
some of
up.
this?
I remember the last time I got locked up.
And you are a fucking selfish, tasteless, arsehole bumbleclub. Do you know that, right?
With my keys to my phone, everything is inside.
Oh, people are just trying my patience. Seriously, when was the last time that you had a meeting with someone?
Racing them up and down, up and down.
Oi, darts. What'd you say, fam?
Fucking hell. Can you believe this shit? Serious? Seriously serious?
Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Just. This doesn't need to get out of control. It's okay.
Fucking rubbish.
It seems bad now, but it will
Don't
be
talk to me like you know.
This aggro shit is just overcompensating. That's obvious.
You going to keep me waiting forever, or just until I'm dead?
Free country, yeah. Look where that's got us. He's joking.
I'm not gonna let my blood
Where'd you
boil
think
over
you're
this
going?
situation.
Why has this got to happen now?
I mean, I just don't go for that kind of thing. Do you understand?
Everything right now is great for politicians. All power, no accountability. No!
Come on. Can you believe this shit? What the fuck is going on? Shit.
Take a deep breath. It's cool. No need to get worked up. Inhale. I'm surprised you so many black
Free country, yeah. Look where that's got us. Fucking hell.
Oh, people are trying my patience.
What's the problem? I said life wasn't fucking hard enough.
Is that snow intentional?
Up and down. No umbrella. They didn't care that it was raining. This was a long time ago, but I remember. It was the only
He's joking? Why has this got to happen now? Serious? Like seriously?
But no, but it'll be
It's just a stupid game.
You all saw it! Wow! Yes!
no need to get worked up.
Unbelievable.
Take a deep breath. You look like you kick puppies for a living. Raging, absolute prick of a person.
Can you believe this shit? Fucking hell.
I'm not gonna let my blood boil
That
over
is,
this
G?
situation.
What, you lost your nerve? I said life wasn't fucking hard enough.
No offense, but you don't look good.
Come on. I said life wasn't fucking hard enough. Free country, yeah. Look where that's
Get
got
out
us.
of control. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Just.
Shut the dirty mouth.
Why don't you just go, wanker? I think you need to blow some steam. Best of luck with whatever this is then.
Serious? Like seriously serious? He's joking?
Seriously, what
Hey,
is
don't
going on?
walk away from me. Can you believe this shit?
that's no intentional.
Fuck is going on? Shit!
Take a deep breath. Long and seems bad now, but it'll be alright.
Fucking rubbish.
Cool. No need to get worked up. This aggro shit is just overcompensating. That's obvious. Sure. You know what? Do whatever you want.
Serious. Seriously serious.
Seriously, what is going on?
I'm talking to you. Why is this got to happen?
I mean, I just don't go for that kind of thing. Understand?
Fucking hell. Life wasn't fucking hard.
What the fuck is going on?
This doesn't need to get out of control. It's okay. This doesn't need to get out of control. It's okay.
Unbelievable.
It's cool. No need to get worked up.
Taking a piss.
I'm surprised you didn't even look at yourself in the bloody mirror. It's so pathetic.
Free country, yeah. Look where that's got us. Fucking hell.
Oh, people are just trying
Yo,
my
what's
patience.
the problem? You believe this shit?
Seriously, when was the last time that you had a meeting with soap and water? See if I can.
You're listening to The Bug.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headaches. You're listening to The Bug, the Resistance comedy show brought to you by the Buccaneer Network. I'm Andy, joining me, as always, Alice.
I'm excited to be here. Apparently, the Resistance is not going well.
Again? Well, there has been some news about
I can't
DedSec,
wait to take this down.
and/or terrorist organisation, delete according to preference. Not preference, sorry, delete according to whether or not you work for the government, SIRS, including the government support Albion. According to a SIRS official, DedSec is no longer a threat, which I guess is true in that it was never a threat in the first place. Reminds me when my great aunt Gladys had her appendix out. Oh, Andy, that surgeon's a real threat, waggling that knife at me, trying to knock me out. They pulled a scalpel and an anaesthetic, Gladys. Anyway, if SIRS officials say DedSec is dead and buried, I guess we have to assume that DedSec's never been stronger. But I do worry, Alice. I mean, sometimes I think, is there any hope? Do you still have hope?
I don't think I'm allowed to have hope. We're living in the self-selected, algorithmically designated information equivalent of a propaganda state, and every resistance that I've ever seen is weaker than the British pound. I feel like hope is an expensive thing to die these days.
Right. I mean, it all totally pointless. But you can feel pointless, and again, I've spent almost all of my life doing pointless things, like.
Sweep in the area.
We'll never get that stuff done. This is the control. could be just as abominably awful.
You're listening to The Bug.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headaches. You're listening to The Bug, the Resistance comedy show brought to you by the Buccaneer Network. I'm Andy, joining me, as always, Alice.
I'm excited to be here. Apparently, the Resistance is not going well.
Again? Well, there has been some news about DedSec, the Resistance and/or terrorist organisation, delete according to preference. Not preference, sorry, delete according to whether or not you work for the government, SIRS, Bloom, the Kellys or Albion. According to a SIRS official, DedSec is no longer a threat. Which I guess is true, and there's never a threat in the first place. Reminds me of when my great aunt Gladys had her appendix out. Oh, Andy, that surgeon's a real threat, waggling that knife at me, trying to knock me out. Well, they call a scalpel and an anaesthetic, Gladys. Anyway, if SIRS officials say DedSec is dead and buried, I guess we have to assume that DedSec has never been stronger. But I do worry, Alice. I mean, sometimes I think, is there any hope? Do you still have hope?
I don't think I'm allowed to have hope. We're living in the self-selected, algorithmically designated information equivalent of a propaganda state, and every resistance that I've ever seen is weaker than the British pound.
Auto drive now
like
enabled.
Hope is an expensive thing to buy.
Auto drive now disabled.
I mean, is it all totally pointless? I mean, it can feel pointless, but then again, I've spent almost all of my life doing pointless things like watching sport, thinking about sport, thinking about watching sport, learning French and hoping for a better future. All completely pointless. But yeah, I've done them, so we might as well carry on. Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Yes, I think there is.
Auto drive now disabled.
This resistance will never die. But one day, we will again be free. Free from these technological chains, free to choose our own futures, free to live our own lives, free to waste our time watching people bake cakes and dance badly again. Those were the days. Over and out. Before we go, time for a quick bug off. I'm going to nominate this week Sky Larson here at The Bug. We are all in favour of strong, powerful women. And in many ways, Sky is the ultimate feminist icon, proving that women can do just as abominably awful things to this planet as men. I mean, overall, Alice, I think we're still ahead.
You're listening to The Bug.
Auto drive now enabled.
Vomiting and headaches. You're listening to The Bug, the Resistance comedy show brought to you by the Buccaneer Network. I'm Andy, joining me, as always, Alice.
I'm excited to be here. Apparently, the Resistance is not going well.
Okay.
Where did you go off to? Possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Investigating. Stand by.
You're listening to The Bug.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headaches. You're listening to The Bug, the Resistance comedy show brought to you by the Buccaneer Network. I'm Andy, joining me, as always, Alice.
I'm excited to be here. Apparently, the Resistance is not going well.
Again? Well, there has been some news about DedSec, the Resistance and
they're through the checkpoint.
Delete according to preference. Not preference, sorry. Delete according to whether or not you work for the government, SIRS, Bloom, the Kellys or Albion. According to a SIRS official, DedSec is no longer a threat, which I guess is true, is that it was never a threat in the first place. Reminds me of when my great aunt Gladys had her appendix out. Oh, Andy, that surgeon's a real threat, waggling that knife at me, trying to knock me out. Well, they call a scalpel and an anaesthetic.
Force them to a stop.
Anyway, if SIRS officials say DedSec is dead and buried, I guess we have to assume that DedSec has never been stronger. But I do worry, Alice. I mean, sometimes I think, is there any hope? Do you still have hope?
I don't think I'm allowed
All
to
units,
have hope.
possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Information equivalent of a propaganda state.
Moving to intercept.
Every resistance that I've ever seen is weaker than the British pound. I feel like hope is an expensive thing to buy these days.
Right. I mean, is it all totally pointless? What we do? I mean, it can feel pointless, but then again, I've spent almost all of my life doing pointless things.
Can anyone see the suspect?
Thinking about sport, thinking about watching sport, learning the French and hoping for a better future. All completely pointless. But yeah, I've done them, so we might as well carry on.
Search has yielded no results. Report back to HQ.
It's the light at the end of the tunnel, turning off the concept.
You're listening to The Bug.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headaches. You're listening to The Bug, the Resistance comedy show brought to you by the Buccaneer Network. I'm Andy, joining me, as always, Alice.
I'm excited to be here. Apparently, the Resistance is not doing well.
Again? Well, there has been some news about DedSec.
Control to all units.
And/or
hostiles near your
delete according
location.
to preference. Not preference, sorry. Delete according to whether or not you work for the government, including the Kellys or Albion. According to a
Auto drive now enabled.
DedSec is no longer a threat, which I guess is true, in that it was never a threat in the first place. Reminds me when my great aunt Gladys had her appendix out. Oh, Andy, that's
Driving into the vehicle, over.
That knife at me, trying to knock me out. What they call a scalpel and an anaesthetic, Gladys. Anyway, if CERS officials say DedSec is dead and buried, I guess we have to assume that DedSec's never been stronger. But I do worry, Alice.
Control, I've lost the target.
Is there any hope? Do you still have hope?
I don't think I'm allowed to have hope. We're living in the self-selected, algorithmically designated information equivalent of a propaganda state, and every resistance that I've ever seen is weaker.
No visual of target.
I feel like
Ending
hope is
pursuit,
an expensive
over.
thing to buy these days.
Right. I mean, is it all totally pointless? On the can feel pointless, but then again, I've spent almost all of my life doing pointless things like watching sport, thinking about sport, thinking about watching sport, learning French and hoping for a better future. All completely pointless. But yeah, I've done them, so we might as well carry on. Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Yes, I think there is. Unfortunately, what is that light? Is it an oncoming train? Well, no, it couldn't be. Obviously, that train would be late.
Hi. Hey, can you cut my hair? Thanks, I appreciate this. I know I really need one. Yo, will this take off?
That is completely unacceptable. Ugh, whatever.
Oh God, please don't hurt me.
Oh, you have got to be joking.
Drones are for the benefit of everyone. Interfering with their service is a crime.
Go drown in a piss pond.
Whoa, whoa, hey. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. What's going on? Oh God. Oh God.
All right, let's just say this is physical coordination training. I'll keep track of your score.
Last warning.
Right, we definitely don't have anything more important to do.
Oh, bloody hell. Damn it. Gal's earning a mint. Keep it going.
Not my fault. Muscles tweaked.
Alert triggered. Come with me now.
Fuck that.
Let's dance.
Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Sky Larson, the enigmatic founder of Broker Tech. Everyone knows her name, but no one knows too much about her. And we only really see her these days as a hologram. She was pretty young when she launched Broker Tech, the company that is best known for introducing Bagley to the world. Nowadays, it's hard to remember a world before Bagley.
Bagley is the most advanced, significant AI of our time, and it's really blown all the other AIs that were created out of the water. And I think that what Skylar has done...
Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Sky Larson. Enigmatic founder of Broker Tech. Everyone knows her name, but no one knows too much about her. And we only really see her these days as a hologram. She was pretty young when she launched Broker Tech, the company that is best known for introducing Bagley to the world. Nowadays, it's hard to remember a world before Bagley. Bagley was I know that she totally grew up in the country. Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Sky Larson, the enigmatic founder of Broker Tech. Everyone knows her name, but no one knows too much about her. And we only really see her these days as a hologram. She was pretty young when she launched Broker Tech, the company that is best known for introducing Bagley to the world. Nowadays, it's hard to remember a world before.
Bagley is the most advanced, significant AI of our time, and it's really blown all the other AIs that were created out of the water. And I think that what Sky Larson's done with Bagley is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really imagine the optic without it. But what do you know about Sky Larson herself?
Not a lot. Other than that, she's actually pretty incredible.